I'm Harrison Graham.
And I'm Chase Sr. We started a brand new show here at Chat Sports. It's called Any Given Thursday. We go live every single Thursday, 5 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Pacific.
So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and enjoy this video because this show first aired on that live show on Chat Sports. So sit back and enjoy the show. Any Given Thursday, rolling with you, Harrison Graham and Chase Sr. here from Chat Sports. Make sure you guys subscribe and join us every Thursday, 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock, or 5 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock, or 4 o'clock Central Time. Jesus, that was the worst intro ever. Chase, save me here. Set the stage for Sunday night.
Sunday night, finally Tom Brady facing off against Bill Belichick. These guys were together for 2 decades. They won 6 Super Bowls together, and now they are on opposite sidelines. It's going to be one of the best matchups of the 2021 NFL season. Tom Brady and the Bucs going up to Foxborough to take on Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots. The Bucs going into this game, as we record this on Thursday, as 7-point favorites. The over-under set at 49. I've been going back and forth with this all week.
Yeah,
I flirted with the idea of going with the Bucs. I don't think Tom Brady is going to be all too emotional about his return to New England, and I damn for sure know that Bill Belichick is not going to be in his feelings
They at least won't show it.
I just think the Bucs are the better team all across that roster, offensively, defensively, special teams. They have the edge. And Tom Brady and the Bucs are coming off a loss against the Rams. That's not a bad loss by any means when you lose against arguably the best and most impressive team in the NFC up to this point.
Yeah, and it's going to be a fun matchup, and like I said, we're going to break it down from a betting standpoint as well. Predict the score, Patriots at Bucs. Get your score predictions in down in the comment section. It'll be fun. It'll be very, very fun. So let us know who you got winning, and then let us know what the final score will be. Bucs, Patriots, get those score predictions in. I'll take you through what the Patriots have done so far against the spread, and then Chase will take a look at what the Bucs have done so far. So you look at New England this year, 1-2 against the spread. Week 1, lost the game 17-16, did not cover in that game either. They were favored at home against Miami. Week 2 against the Jets, won 25-6, did cover as well. If it's highlighted red, that means they lost against the spread. If it's highlighted green, that means they won against the spread, or won against the spread. And then week 3, lost by 15, obviously did not cover against the Saints. This is a bit of a desperate team, but 1-2 against the spread so far this year. We know Bill Belichick likes to play defense. Through the first 2 weeks, the defense played pretty well, but you have to consider the opponents. First decent offense they faced kind of got hammered. Gave up 28 points against New Orleans at home. Should mention this as well for you folks trying to bet on this matchup. All 3 of the Patriots games so far this year, the total under has hit. So low-scoring games for the most part when New England has been on the field. Again, some of that factors in the opponents. Not a great Miami offense in Week 1, a bad Jets offense in Week 2, and then a good Saints offense in Week 3, but the Patriots didn't do their part. So 3-0, the unders have hit so far this year. So that's kind of where the Patriots stack up right now from a betting side of things right now. Lower scoring games, only 1-2 against the spread. Tough matchup against the Bucs here on Sunday night. Make sure you guys subscribe to us here at the channel, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Make sure you stay up to date with everything going on across the NFL, including our sports betting analysis. Trying to ramp that up here at Chat Sports. Spread the word. Tell your friends this is the place to go if you want the insider coverage on some of the biggest matchups every single week. Share that link with a friend. It's youtube.com/chatsportstv. All right, I'm going to pass it over to Chase Sr. For the Bucs side of things. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Harrison Graham. As for how the Bucs have done against the spread this year, they were 7.5-point favorites in Week 1, opening night of the 2021 NFL campaign against the Dallas Cowboys, and that matchup ended up being very close down to the wire. Buccaneers able to win that game 31-29, but did not cover that 7.5-point number. Week 2 against the Atlanta Falcons. Once again, it looked as though that spread was going to be in doubt just like it was in Week 1, but then the Buccaneers late in that game able to pull away after a couple of pick sixes from Matt Ryan to win that one 48-25. And then last week, this game was a pick'em. I think it ended with the Bucs as 1-point favorites, which is why this is an against the spread loss, going up against a Rams team that has a rejuvenated offense with Matthew Stafford, who's arguably the league MVP up to this point in this season. He's worked magic with head coach Sean McVay. It looks as though right now through the first 3 weeks of the season that Matthew Stafford is the quarterback quarterback that Sean McVay has wanted all along. That offense was so limited by Jared Goff. Now, there are no limitations with Matthew Stafford because he can make any throw on the field, but the Buccaneers in that matchup did go down against the spread. Here's something to monitor, though, going into this game against the New England Patriots. Maybe you don't want to take this line because the Buccaneers are about 7-point favorites, but there's this. The Buccaneers overs this year are 3-0, partly because the Bucs have the worst pass defense in the National Football League. A big reason for that, haven't been able to get a pass rush, but also they suffered a lot of injuries in that secondary as well with Sean Murphy-Bunty going down. That's why they signed Richard Sherman in free agency the other day on Wednesday, but Richard Sherman not going to be available in this game because he needs about a week or two to get ready for game action. So if you don't like the line, maybe you like the over, but you're going up against a Patriots team that is somewhat anemic offensively in the New England Patriots with a rookie quarterback in Mac Jones, and they don't have any elite skill position players on the perimeter or at running back. Today's show is presented to you by our sportsbook partner, BetUS. This is the best deal, honestly, that any sportsbook has to offer. It's a 125% deposit bonus if you use that link at the bottom of your screen, chatsports.com/bet, and enter the promo code CHAT125. What that means is you put $100 into your account, you get an additional $125 back. That's $225 to game with. Myself and Harrison, we've been struggling with our NFL bets. We still have money left over thanks to that deposit bonus. Here's the betting matchup for you. Buccaneers, 7-point favorites, favored by a touchdown. The over-under at 49. Maybe those lines shift as we progress later in the week, as more money comes in on either side, but there you have it.
Yeah, we talk about this a little bit more. A touchdown game, and logic would be like, oh man, the Bucs are the much better team, but this is one of those ones that you probably don't touch, Chase, because Vegas can't equate for emotional situations like this. They really can't. It's kind of like you see coaches talk about analytics all the time. Sometimes you can't rely on analytics.
Got to go with the gut.
So you got to go with your gut. Emotions coming back to New England. Is Tom Brady too jacked up? Is he not jacked up enough? Is he going to just dominate this game? I think it's a very, very tough one. So I don't know if I would touch my put my money on where my mouth is in this one, but we will give you our picks here. And Chase, you can give your kind of pick and analysis first.
So when you look at this matchup and you look at the relationship between Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, I think there are some harsh feelings. I think Tom Brady wanted to stay with New England if Bill Belichick wasn't the coach, and Bill Belichick wanted to move on from Tom Brady because he saw Brady progressing in age. And I think both of them feel a certain way about that. I do think that the Buccaneers are the far superior team, and I think they're going to come in with a good game plan to exploit the Patriots defense, which Tom Brady went up against in 2 decades worth of practices. So I think the Buccaneers win this game. I'm taking them on the money line. There's not great value there. I'm just not willing to put money down on the spread with the Buccaneers as 7-point favorites because I could see this game being close. I just think the Buccaneers end up on top.
How many touchdowns for Tom Brady in this one? Like I said, coming home, 20 years with that franchise. He can say he's only focused on the game. You can't see the tribute video in the warm reception he's about to see and not feel it. Even Tom Brady's not that robotic. I'll go 3 total touchdowns for Brady in this one. Maybe 2, and then the patented QB sneak. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. How many touchdowns for TB12? I'm going to go Bucs win, Patriots cover. I've gone back and forth on this one. I'm kind of with Chase, Bucs money line here, because I just don't know if I trust Tampa Bay to just slaughter a Bill Belichick defense. And who knows Tom Brady better than anyone? Bill Belichick. This is a tough one to bet. I don't think I'll actually put real money down on this one because I just don't trust the emotional impact that this game could have. I could see Tom Brady go in there and win by 4 touchdowns. I could see Bill Belichick put on a clinic and kind of clamp this Bucs offense. I could see this going a million different ways. So I'll pick the Bucs. The Patriots I think will cover. But again, if I throw some lettuce down, it's going to be just, $5 or $10. Nothing crazy. So we bring Chase Sr. back into this. 7-point favorites for the Bucs as we film this right now on Thursday night. And the Patriots are total over under 49 points How do you feel about that, by the way? Because the Patriots unders have hit all 3 games, while the Bucs overs have hit all 3 games. 49?
Yeah,
How do you feel there?
Man, I
that's
could see the
tough.
Buccaneers putting up a lot of points, and I could see the Patriots combating that against the worst pass defense in the National Football League. Before we get out of here, though, Jack, you're a lifetime Patriots fan. You got to hop on the producer cam here, turn on your mic, and tell us how you're feeling about this emotionally, because it can't be easy. It can't be easy for you as a lifetime Patriots fan.
He's going to mic up. The producer cam's tricky. Jack, how are you feeling? The emotions are flying high here.
This one's tough for me.
You got to pick your team.
But look. The team I want to win is the Patriots. If I'm going to put money down,
Well, that's what matters.
probably the Bucks.
Okay, there you have it.
All right.
But
But
the Patriots.
emotionally, how are you feeling? You have to be conflicted.
Oh, I'm
right?
conflicted.
Are
It's like you're between 2 girls, right? You're not sure which one to go after and pop the question to.
It's tough.
Sure.
All right, appreciate that from Jack. Before we get out of here, who you got in this one? Type NE for the Patriots, type TB for the Buccaneers. I can't wait for this. Regardless of what the final score is, I think this is the spectacle of the year in the NFL. Get your votes in NE or TB.